welcome back to my channel. My name is Alejandra, for those of you who are new, and I'm here today with my husband,
Peter.
So, as you can see back here, we put wallpaper. So, we actually filmed everything to show you guys how we did it. He was a help, but he was also necio when it comes to putting stuff. But anyways, I really wanted an accent wall in my studio. You're gonna get beat.
Slash closet.
Slash everything, because this is like one of the biggest room aside from our master. So I wanted an accent wall, definitely. I know I've seen this in like on Etsy and Amazon. I actually got it on Amazon. I'll put the link down below if you guys are interested. The person I bought it from was like amazing. They gave us instructions. They gave us like, what is it, the panels, because they're 12 by 12. Well, 12.
We got 5 panels and they all came in order. They were all
numbered. They had a code up top,
description on the top.
So it could be like for example, one ends right here and another one starts, and you can't even tell. Like, look at the flower, it blends perfectly. And then it took us a while to actually put it on because we have to match it, and then it needs to overlap. But we'll go ahead and show you guys what we did and how we did it if you keep on watching. So if you want to learn how to put wallpaper in your bedroom, room, anything, stay tuned and keep watching. All right guys, so we are adding this beautiful wallpaper that I purchased on Amazon to my accent wall. And beware that when you purchase wallpaper, that these people where I got them from have very detailed like codes up top that let you know which one is which and in what order they go, so that the pattern matches. I'll go ahead and leave the link down below to where I got them. I got a total of 5 panels, and you will now go ahead and see us put it on my wall. Here I'm showing you guys a close-up on how we were smoothing it from top to bottom, but we didn't peel the backing of the panel completely before adding it to the wall. You want to peel it little by little, and then as you go down, you pull the backing off, and then push down against the wall the panel, the wallpaper, to avoid any bubbles. And then you just keep on going slowly until you hit the bottom. Here I put the ruler against the edge of where I was gonna cut it, so I can get it as close to the wall and as close to the edge so there's no gap at the bottom. And with my X-OXO knife, I went in there and cut that extra piece of the wallpaper. When I ordered the wallpaper, I knew I was only gonna do half the wall, so the panels came in almost exactly the size. So it's pretty easy, just cutting through it with the knife, and then it quickly peels off. And if you miss some spots, just go back in there with the X-OXO knife to cut the rest of the pieces. All right, so this is where we started struggling. We added the second panel, which was not that bad. I believe our third and fourth panel were the hardest, but it starts getting hard because you have to match up to whatever pattern is on the previous panel. And because this wallpaper is a little bit more intricate, it has a whole bunch of designs, it would match up to like the top, but it wouldn't match up the bottom. But we kind of tried our best to match it up evenly, because somehow the wall felt a little slanted because the panels were straight, but the wall was a little bit angled. As you can see right there, we're trying to figure out how we can even it out. And you do have to overlap the wallpaper just a bit because it does shrink once it settles, so you don't want there to be gaps between the panels, so it does have to overlap. And these panels did have enough width in order for us to still overlap and not have any space at the end. Using tape to line up the two panels, but in the end it didn't really work because when we started taking off the backing of the panel, the wallpaper started stretching a bit, so we had to take it off and on, off and on, off and on several times. So we just went ahead and took the tape off, and we stuck the top. Then if it was messed up, we would unstick it and then stick it back while we were trying to get the bottom to match, since the bottom is what would be closer to our eye level. If you see at the top, there's still a big bubble, so we went at the end and fixed that part, and it ended up looking much better than just having it, even though you're supposed to do it from top to bottom always, but it ended up working out for us. Back in with the X-OXO knife to cut that extra part of the wallpaper, which was literally the easiest part, as well as getting that extra part off from the top, which you guys will see in a later clip. But yeah, that was pretty much the easiest part. Just wanted to measure how much I would need to cut off my fifth panel so I can fit it in that space. Here I'm just measuring how much I'm gonna cut off, and I am marking it since it is a long piece. I want to mark several spots down so I know exactly where I'll be cutting. That way it's at least kind of straight. I did give myself about 2 inches extra just in case I measured wrong or for whatever reason I needed a bigger piece. But I ended up cutting it too big, so I had to recut it smaller to fit the length of the wall space. Once we added the last piece at the end of that wall, Peter went up there to cut that extra piece at the top, and we were all done. We just went in there to smooth out any extra bubbles that we may have, but after cutting that piece off, we were all done with the wallpaper project. Alright guys, so thank you guys so much for watching.
It's a wrap. We did it.
It's a wrap. It took us some time, but we did it. How long did it take us? What time did we start?
Probably like 2 hours and a half.
Yeah, like 2 hours and a half. It is time, and it's only like half a wall, like from here up. But it was hard. It was a little stressful. I'm like a little bit, but it was cool. It was not that hard. It's peel and stick. You don't have to put like tape, glue, or anything in the bag. You literally peel on, peel off, and it won't affect your walls. But go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep watching more of these videos, and stay tuned for our next home videos.
Thank you,
bye
guys.